Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to talk about why apartment investment is better than townhouse investment in Q2 2025. So I have made a presentation which I'll take you through. Okay, this will give you market insight and investment guide. Now let's first talk about rental yields on apartment side and the townhouse side. Apartments have seen 6 to 8% of average rental yield, mostly on studios and one bedroom, wherein townhouses and villas have seen 4 to 5% of rental yields. We more often know that the demand for apartments are always on a higher side, and that's the only reason you get high rental yield in comparison to townhouse. Townhouses are more often taken by big families or end user. So that's how if you do an investment on a townhouse, you have 4 to 5% of rental yield. Like I said, apartment gives strong rental return with better cash flow. We all know, most of the people lives in apartment and they prefer to live in apartment for several reasons. They prefer public transportation nearby, they prefer groceries, laundries. These all basic things are very important in day-to-day life, especially for the people who are not investors, who live here for their job, for their work, and they prefer to live in apartments. When it comes to buying apartment or a townhouse, it is a lower entry cost and liquidity. Okay, apartments are more affordable, accessible to the first time buyer, easier to resell due to higher demands, and townhouses require high capital and slower resale. Let's talk about a 3-bedroom townhouse in Dubai today is average 2.2 to 2.5 million dirham. That also on a different location. But if we are talking about 3-bedroom apartment, it can be from 1.4 million to 1.7, 1.8 to 2 million dirham. So you straight away save good $500,000 plus money, which is a big capital required for buying any townhouse. That's how, like I said, that it is easier to lower entry and it is easy to liquidate. Okay, stronger current price growth. Apartment price grew 3.8% in Q1 2025 versus 2.4 for villas and townhouses. This is numbers are from Dubai Land Department. It is not something which I'm making it out. Apartment showing stronger short-term momentum in areas like JVC, Marina, Business Bay, Arjan. All these places you see the demand of apartments are on a really higher side. Okay, when I when I talk about short-term, how popular is Airbnb in Dubai, and as we know, as the population is growing, the demand for short leasing has increased very quickly. Okay, areas, these areas are already famous for the apartments, but these numbers are from Dubai Land Department, and this is transparent for everybody. Okay, lower running cost. More often we see shared facilities in the building. Now most of the buildings comes with 40 plus amenities. I'm talking about new buildings in Dubai. They're coming with most of the facilities you cannot even imagine of. Doctors on call, paddle court, tennis court, gym, yoga deck, gazebo, lot of other swimming pool, jogging track, everything is coming within the building, and it is more accessible in building than a community. Okay, townhouses have higher utility and keep up garden. Okay, I give you a very short example. If you buy an apartment, you pay 2,000 dirhams plus 130 dirhams to register your deva. But when you buy a townhouse or a villa, you pay 4,000 dirhams plus 130 dirhams. Now, I will give you one more thing. The deva utility bill for a 3-bedroom apartment is average 1,500 dirhams. Okay, wherein for townhouse and villas it may go from 2500 into 4000. Okay, now this is a higher keep up cost, because in apartment you do not need to worry about the AC, because this all comes under building maintenance and they keep it up in a good condition because you pay maintenance every month or every quarter. Okay, wherein townhouses also you pay maintenance, but that doesn't cover anything inside your apartment. So if your AC need servicing, you need to pay for it, or if you have any sort of cracks in the wall, or you have a big garden that need to be managed. Water consumption is more because it's a big house. Electricity consumption is more because it's a big house, unless you are an end user or a family living in it, or if you are somebody who are here for a job or for an assignment and you want to get connected to the business places in Dubai, you need to be in apartment closer to the public transportation and all stuff. Okay, of course here people will contradict on this, that the maintenance for the apartment is, let's say, 12 dirham to 20 dirhams per square feet. Okay, wherein the maintenance for the villa is 3 dirhams to 4 dirhams per square feet. Let's say average size of 3 bedroom is 1500 square feet and it will cost you around 20,000 dirhams maintenance, and wherein 3 bedroom is around 2400 square feet, it will cost you around 8,000. Now here the electricity bills are going to be on a lower side in the apartment, wherein the townhouses the electricity bill is going to be on a higher side. Other maintenance like garden and AC maintenance and other things are not covered, so you eventually end up paying more. Water consumption is more, so you end up paying more. Okay, this is the whole idea I want to explain you about apartment and townhouses. Okay, townhouses have a higher utility like I've explained you, and apartments is equal to leaner and more cost efficient. It's easy to manage and it is more cost free, easy to clean the house, easy to keep it up. So that's why apartments are becoming the first choice for the people who want to rent it, or who are here for the work or the business. And as we know, UAE and Dubai is full of expats. People come here to work, so they prefer to have apartments and not townhouses or villa, unless you are a big family or here for a longer period of time. Now let's talk about risk and market forecast. Okay, as we all know, few months back Fitch already warned that 15% correction by 2026 due to the oversupply or a supply in the market. What does it mean? So Fitch said that by 2026 we have this number of houses which is getting handover, means we will have a supply of a house, and that will bring correction of 15%. Okay, assuming that this is correct, the apartments are going to be less exposed versus the townhouses. It's like I said, well explained, that people prefer to rent apartments, especially the expat who are here for the work. And of course this townhouses become the first choice for the investors, not for the investors, for the end user. The townhouses become the first choice for the end user, and the apartment become first choice of the people who wants to rent or live and manage. And it's a common sense that it is easy to manage apartment, because you have a box shaped floor plan wherein you can go wall to wall and clean the apartment and keep it up to the mark. Okay, so this is less exposed, safer bet in uncertain market. So let's say communities are a little bit farther. Let's say I consider Sheikh Zayed Road as in center of Dubai, right and left. So let's say if any community we have a townhouses or the villas, they are a little bit farther than Sheikh Zayed Road and away from Sheikh Zayed Road, wherein you can find most of the apartments near to the Sheikh Zayed Road and all that. Apartments are always a first choice. I personally prefer to live in apartment because I have got small kids and it is safe and easy for me to maintain. I want to go to a villa because I have a big family, but it will take time because I want my kids to grow up and have safety, because it is generally a G+1 or 2 structure. So this is personal choice. You could have another choice. Plus I have personally witnessed that you pay utility bill on a very higher side in comparison to the apartment. The smaller the apartment, the less the utility. And I have all the facilities inside the building wherein I have easy access to it. Summary of everything I have spoken about, just to nutshell, is apartment versus townhouse in 2025. Rental yields of apartments are 6 to 8%, which is on a higher side in comparison to townhouses and villas. Entry cost is lower, and wherein the townhouses entry cost is on a higher side. So your exposure become less in uncertain market if you feel so. Liquidity is faster. This data is also available on DLD. You can check the number of transaction happen, and land department in comparison to the townhouses, it is slower. Okay, this is not a made up story or anything. This can be checked on Dubai land department, and the data is transparent for the world. Growth is stronger short term. I have already explained you how short term are doing very good, and Dubai have already witnessed a lot of tourists coming into the city, and short terms is their first choice. Long term play is there when it comes to townhouses and the villas. There are communities which were sold for 1.2 million in 5 years back, 4 years back, but that particular point of time, the exposure for 1.2 million was as good as the, if you want to buy a townhouse today for 2.4, 2.5 million, exposure is almost the same. Okay, but if you are a long-term player, then townhouse is a good choice because you can have a capital appreciation, but all this time you have to have low ROI, which is 4 to 5%. It is common sense, which it is easy to manage apartment and it is costly to manage townhouses or villa. So the running cost is lower in apartment, higher side on the townhouses. Okay, this is my understanding and expertise about Dubai real estate market currently. There's a lot of good apartments available right now. I can personally sit and suggest to you. Dubai Hill Estate has come up with really good apartments. Rashid Marina in Yacht has come up with a very good option. Shobha has come up with Shobha Central, and Arjan has got very good buildings. Dubai Investment Park, Riverside, these all are very good projects. So if you are somebody who are interested in exploring options of apartment, you can get back to me and I will guide you. Just before this video, I have made a video on a 4-bedroom apartment and the usable area and how efficient it is actually. So if you are watching this video, I would like to request you to subscribe for the future updates and forward it to your friends or colleagues who want to know about the Dubai real estate market. Thank you for watching it.